What's happening, PriceHound Nation and NutraBio Bio Crew and everyone out there looking for a different form of caffeine pill? My name is Mike Roberto and I'm the founder of PricePlow. And today we're going to talk about, yes, like I said, a different form of caffeine, one that has a little bit of something extra in there. But NutraBio chose a different direction than a lot of the brands go. So over the course of time, a lot of these major brands, such as NutraBio, they have a lot of, multi-ingredient formulas, like, the pre-workout award-winning, it's got everything in it. But they also have a lot of single ingredient formulas, such as just like, pure creatine monohydrate. Where's it at? Somewhere behind me. It's pure creatine monohydrate, pure citrulline, a lot of single ingredient formulas. And most of these companies have caffeine pills as well. And pretty much the gold standard for a long time was actually the ProLab caffeine pill that I have back there. But then over the course of time, a lot of these brands put out with a kind of like a next level kind of caffeine. And this is NutraBio's. It is CAFFPlus. Now, CAFFPlus came out during the storm in the beginning of 2019 when NutraBio was putting out new products one after another every week, a new SKU. And this is the one video, because right now it's October of 2019. This is the one that I forgot to review or just didn't have time. It just kind of got lost in the madness, but it's a really, really good formula. And I love the way that NutraBio took with this, because a lot of these like advanced caffeines that other brands will put out once they're kind of done with their standard caffeine pill, which NutraBio has a 200 milligram caffeine pill. Once they go into the advanced caffeines, a lot of times they add extra stimulants or extra ingredients, a green tea extract that's more for like stimulatory or fat burning. And NutraBio instead went in a slightly different direction, pairing two different forms of caffeine. And then they're adding a high dose of L-Theanine, which takes the edge off the caffeine. So it's actually a more chill type of formula. So right off the bat, in general, with CAFFPlus, you're gonna get 150 milligrams of caffeine paired with 200 milligrams of L-Theanine. Now that's interesting because it's a higher dose of L-Theanine than caffeine, which to me is a bit more relaxing than your average caffeine pill. And I take it, if you follow us on Instagram, if you don't already over there on YouTube, I'm recording two different videos at the same time here. If you follow us on Instagram, you'll know that I like to every now and then put up an afternoon energy type of drink or pill that I'm taking. And CAFFPlus is definitely in that afternoon energy because it's not too much and I know I can sleep well and it's never gonna put me over the edge, at least with one capsule. If you take many, you're of course gonna get more caffeine than you bargained for. But if you take one capsule, I never get like the jitter or crash that goes along with caffeine because of the L-Theanine. And it's a pretty serious dose. So what they're doing is they have two forms of caffeine. You have Infinergy at 100 milligrams, and Infinergy is Dicaffeine Malate. It's like 73 to 75%. NutraBio is putting 75% caffeine combined with the malic acid. And so that's gonna give you 75 milligrams of caffeine. And then they're using the PurCaf organic caffeine, which is 79 milligrams worth, and that's gonna get you yet another 75 milligrams of caffeine. So you have these two different forms of caffeine, and the PurCaf is possibly a little bit more easygoing too because it adds in a couple natural constituents that are often found in nature with caffeine when you're looking at green tea and everything, alongside of L-Theanine, which is also found in green tea. And it seems to like be a really good synergistic effect. Like Ben and I have been talking about this, where it seems like when we take ingredients that are found in nature and they seem to just work a little bit better. For instance, there is a pre-workout where they add extra watermelon extract to the citrulline. And citrulline coming from, it is found in watermelon. When you add these two, there just seems to be a synergy with them, as in like when you take these things together that are found in nature, they seem to work a little bit better. And L-Theanine caffeine seems to be in that conversation as well as chlorogenic acid in caffeine that you find in coffees and everything. And that's actually one of the smidge extra components that's found in that PurCaf extra caffeine extract. So overall, I'm a big fan of doing these like synergistic combinations. Okay, so the research states with the L-Theanine and the caffeine, the best combinations, or not the best, but the ones that are research backed, I would have to say are 200 milligrams of caffeine and 200 milligrams of L-Theanine. That's where the actual studies show that there is a synergistic nootropic effect of caffeine plus theanine. We do not have that here, so I really can't make those claims, but I think they do extend because chances are you're gonna get other caffeine in your day, and chances are 150 milligrams of caffeine and the 200 milligrams of L-Theanine is still gonna have a very good nootropic synergistic effect. So that's one of the studies that shows these two together, and it's a really good one, and it shows that you get the pros of the caffeine, but then less of the cons, and you're able to kind of like just focus better. That's what it seems to be. But there's also other studies on L-Theanine alone, and many different doses from 60 milligrams to 200 and beyond, showing, I can't make like medical claims, but you're seeing a lot of different benefits in terms of let's just say anti-anxiety slash some medical issues that get slightly dampened when you add in a little bit of L-Theanine. So it's a really, really good amino acid to take alongside of caffeine. However, like I said here, this 200 to 150 ratio is something that's not exactly studied, but I think the benefits shown in that 200-200 study do confer. So overall, I've always been a little bit hard on L-Theanine over the years, and I typically like to have L-Theanine in a lower dose than my caffeine, at least for pre-workout settings. If I take 200 milligrams of L-Theanine alone, I kind of get a little bit too chill. It works really well for me, but I kind of like energy instead. So that kind of started to change though, when I realized that first off, I like this in the afternoons, and second, after I had a kid, I started to need a little bit more of that edge taken off, and L-Theanine started finding its way into, I started liking pre-workouts that had L-Theanine a lot more, even high dose ones. A lot of our top rated hardcore ones, I like L-Theanine alongside of those hardcore ingredients. So I've definitely come on a little bit stronger with this, and I think it's a great combination. Now the one thing I didn't mention is with the Infinergy, to make things even a little bit more chillax, I would say, or a little bit less aggressive, the Infinergy, when you have the dicaffeine malate, when you have the caffeine bound to the malic acid, you're actually going to get a longer energy curve. So it's not going to hit you up and down. And that's why a lot of people like to pair regular caffeine, like we have here, with dicaffeine malate. So overall, a really, really good afternoon energy. Now, I was talking to some people on Instagram, and this is another application I just thought of just this week. But a lot of people out there are looking for a low-stim pre-workout that has full doses of all the pump ingredients. And the truth of the matter is, with everyone going on these high caffeine doses and everything, like 300 milligrams, 400 milligrams, 700 milligrams of caffeine and pre-workout, and it's slightly out of control. And there might be some strength benefits. Ben and I are gonna talk about that a lot with the high doses of caffeine. A lot of people want the pump stuff without all of this caffeine. And the truth be told, those pre-workouts basically don't exist. There's a few of them out there. So one of the suggestions I have for those people who are looking for that, this right here, CAFFPlus, plus a stim-free pre-workout. If you want to stick in the NutraBio family, then you get the pre-stim-free right off the bat, and then you have pretty much the best of both worlds, full pumps and then moderate caffeine, plus the L-Theanine for a little bit of that synergy, a little bit of nootropic focus. So that's a stack that I really do appreciate, but really my use case is typically afternoon energy, where I know even if I took this at 4, even 5 p.m., maybe 6 p.m., I'm not gonna be able to not get not fall asleep. So pretty happy with that. Other than that, if you want to look at a pill-based stack, if you're watching this because you like pills, well, one question, I got my Absorb hat on. Will Absorb, which has estrogen and bioperin, and we have a long video with Brandon DeCruz talking about that over on our YouTube channel, will that help with the stimulants? Just my personal experience, I don't think so. I don't think it's gonna make your stims hit harder. But it does work with amino acids. So is it gonna make the L-Theanine work a little bit better? I don't know, maybe. But I'm gonna put the Absorb to the side. I think a better stacker for this, if you're looking for a little bit of that nootropic energy, is NutraBio's Alpha GPC. This is gonna provide you some extra choline, and I typically feel a little bit of an uppity kick when I take 1 or 2 of these. So this is and it's an openly labeled Alpha GPC. So that's kind of the stack I like. You can also consider to take a KSM 66 ashwagandha if you want to keep you want caffeine just because we're kind of hooked on it, but you want to keep the cortisol levels low. You want to keep the chill levels a little bit higher. I think the KSM 66 and the L-Theanine coming along with the CAFFPlus is a great way to go. So those are a couple stack options that I like. So NutraBio really filling out the family, and it's almost sorry I didn't make this video soon enough, but as you know, there's just a billion things going on. They're putting out product after product after product, and I have good news for you in the Q4 of 2019. It's gonna happen again. We have a lot of ethics stuff coming up, so Ethics Pump might be one to add to this as well. If you're looking for a low caffeine, higher pump product, Ethics Pump will be coming out. All these things are gonna be coming, but I wanted to get this video up before I forgot because there's just so much going on over at NutraBio headquarters. You can check out our plant tour, our interviews with Mark Glazer, tons of things going on, how we survive an FDA audit. So a lot of videos back there on the YouTube channel. Thanks for watching, but overall, CAFFPlus, very much price file approved. If you would have asked me 3 years ago, I've been that's too much L-Theanine. Nowadays, I know how to use it, and I do appreciate it because things get a little bit stressful over here, and this one definitely helps out. So thanks for watching, everyone. Subscribe to our channel on YouTube or Instagram or wherever you're watching, and I appreciate it. Let me know if you like the vertical video on Instagram, and if you're on YouTube, things are gonna stay the same. Got the new background here, and we're just gonna keep trucking until I can convince Ben to move down here to Texas. Then we can have a lot of fun with this stuff. So stay tuned, subscribe to the channel, and thanks for watching.
Welcome to PurCaf.